Morning, y'all. Honey, go beautiful soul. Extremely blessed to have her and daddy. You know, just went to Jack in the Box. You know, just trying to like spend, a little amount of money, but it just seems like it's never enough. Anytime you save, something always happens. But so across the street from Jack in the Box, there's Denny/Loves, right? And people are kind of like, they're, you see some vans, they're like van lifers, that'll be us pretty soon. But, the thing is, more and more you're seeing people that, are, like there, I guess they don't trip on you parking there, because it's 24 hours, that is, and so is Jack in the Box. So, but I mean, people are parking and they just kind of, they have nowhere else to stay, park without getting harassed, and while a lot of these like complexes are housing, and these hotels, whatever, are housing illegals here that, are doing jobs that, I do, and I have my contractor's license, and it's disgusting. And that's why you see like Ireland and England and all those places, it's like, like the founding fathers of all these countries and stuff, everybody that's fought for everything that, we have, it's like it's just disgusting. They just let people come in from other countries and tear it up, turn it into a shithole. I mean, this is like Northern California used to be pretty pristine up here, but there's a lot of small towns with small minds, and they just they're the first ones to complain about like people being here illegally, right? But yet they hire them all, to do their work and stuff. So it's pretty hypocritical, wouldn't you say? Like I don't, go to like, I have friends that are, Mexican, whatever, and they don't like it either. So, but, we're going to Starbucks right now because it's less crowded, and I'm going to park where I always park, next to the handicap. And, sometimes I'll park there, but, oh, this road, that's what I told the guy at Jack in the Box. Why the fuck can't they fix this shit? I actually scratched on this thing right here last time going up straight. You got to go at an angle, right? And the front of it. And I was like, so, people have like really lowered cars and shit out here. You probably should have like, you probably honestly should have a truck with four-wheel drive or some kind of all-wheel drive vehicle out here. But, people are like, they're like the whole dress to impress, they gotta have the best of everything. And I'm just like, that's all good until, like the chick I'm talking to on Facebook dating. See, I got a camera and I still know how to back up. It's amazing, huh? What you do is you can guide yourself with those right there if they're in line, and you can say, hey, look it, and hey, don't park in those spots right there, not even temporary, because unless you really need to. And because anybody, a lot of people can get, just like EBT, a lot of people can get those placards. I mean, I could get those placards because I'm on disability, which is not winning the lottery, due to them putting me on the wrong meds and all that garbage. And so, but whatever, that could end anytime, so I don't like plan on, I went back to work and was working a ton of hours, and then, that place still owes me money. So, but the thing is, people that really need to park in these spaces, whether they have, the placard or not, and they should, but you shouldn't be temporarily parking there. It's not for you to get out and shuttle people back and forth. But if you're getting somebody out that, you're driving and they need help, then yeah, And enough with the disabled, veterans, mentally, physically, veterans in general, that have to fight for everything. They already did that, There needs to be some order in the court, And there is order because they're arresting a lot of the, I guess, see, there's a lot of corruption, in all these places that we've been, in the courts, law, harassment, and all that. And they just have the good old boy mentality, like, oh, this is the way it is. Well, I mean, yeah, only because people like you are keeping it like that. And, that's why I like when Doge was going on there, bulldozing, when Elon was in there, Charlie Kirk going, and everything. And, that was great, and you have Kash Patel and Tom Homan. You know, I mean, there's nothing wrong with making it right, you know, but obviously there is, you know. Nobody, the people that want it wrong are the ones that are making money off it. And what I like about YouTube is the only time I get something blocked is if it's copyrighted. So if I do my own thing, which is pretty much what I do, but you know, people just they don't understand. You know, like, well, the chick I'm talking to, she's got some physical issues and whatever. And you know, I have not told her about my mental issues because it's fucking none of her business, you know. Because I get judged. I'm non-judgmental, but I get judged all the fucking time. Oh, you make that stuff up. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Nobody could really live in your shoes, no matter what you've gone through. You know, they can never go through, like, they can never fight the demons that most of us fight in our heads, intrusive thoughts. So, you know, and when fuck you, Big Pharma, put you on the wrong meds, and I won't describe what I did to myself, but I'm still here, and I shouldn't be. You know, there's something that I'm meant to do. I don't know what it is, but honestly, it's just taking care of Honey, you know, because people in general, the human, not all of us, but the human is the most dangerous creature on this planet, okay? And I think we all know this, you know, except for the ones that are the dangerous ones, but not in a good way. Not the Punishers. Punisher is good, you know. Dexter is good. American Psycho, Christian Bale, I love that. You know, Batman Begins, Christian Bale. Bat Ninja, that was the best Batman, Christian Bale. That's what I believe. So, but yeah, so there we go.